Hey, what's up, people? My name is Kyle. I'm from a band called Schecter, and I just got done unboxing and playing through this amazing Schecter guitar. I've got a few things to say about it, so let's check it out. Alright, so yeah, this is an amazing guitar from Schecter Guitar Research. This is the PT-7 Elite Evil Twin. There's a bunch of other letters and abbreviations in the title. It's just too much, but this is essentially their newest version of the Elite Evil Twin. And man, this thing's got tons of bells and whistles. And this was actually the main reason why I picked up this guitar, because of all the options tonally that you can do with the pickups. Let me go ahead and just give you a quick little demo on what the Fishman Fluence modern ceramic pickup sound like. Going through my Helix, it's on a Rev model right now. So yeah, this thing rips. It's very responsive. I'm not huge on active guitar pickups. This is actually my first guitar that I've bought with active guitar pickups, but I really like the response that I'm getting in the dynamics. I play hard and sometimes I play soft, but I really want to be able to hear those dynamic ranges. So this guitar sounds amazing on rhythms. I feel like it's lacking a little bit in the sensitivity for the leads, but this is a shredding guitar. This is meant for heavy metal, so I don't think blues players are gonna be whining too much about the active guitar sound not working for their leads. Yeah, it sounds great. You've got two switches here for the Sustainiac, and the Sustainiac is now on with this top switch, and when the second switch is all the way down, you can hold a note forever, and I mean forever, at least until the battery dies. The second switch does a harmonic above that, and the third switch is a higher harmonic. Of course, you got pull pots on the tone knob and the volume knob to split or create what would be like a single coil split sound. I really like that, and I've demonstrated that in some of the recordings that I've made for you guys. This also has a whammy bar feature, which I haven't had in a very long time, so I'm excited to get into that and see how that translates into recordings and when I'm in the studio messing around trying to get some ambient ideas. But a couple of weeks ago, this went on the market, and I was like, okay, I gotta try that. Reached out to my guy, Chad Rosecrans, on sweetwater.com, and they sent this over in top form. This thing is flawless. It was set up, ready to go out of the box, feeling great. It's got Ernie Ball 9s on here, which I'm playing in a half step down tuning, so it's a little loose for me. I'm gonna swap those out for 10s, maybe even 11s. All right, let's get into some ratings. So for me, the playability on this thing is amazing. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. The telly shape is super comfortable. It's comfortable even standing. I've already jammed on some of my band's tunes with this thing, and it really just feels great. Now what's cool is that the neck is so slim that you can really shred and play fast with a lot of comfort. However, for me, I actually prefer a little bit of a thicker neck, so there's really nothing wrong with the way this feels, and I love the flatness of the neck. I believe the radius is 12 to 16 variable, and I love that flatness. I am a classical guitar player, so it feels like home for me. Alright, for sound, I'm giving this thing a 4.5 out of 5. Again, it's just personal preference. I'm still getting used to the Fluence pickups. Actually, I really like them. I'm very impressed with the way that they sound. The Sustainiac, however, I don't think has quite the lushness or tone that I was hoping for out of a neck pickup, you know, a traditional neck pickup. There's nothing traditional about this pickup, so again, you kind of have to understand what you're getting into with this Sustainiac. It's not a one-trick pony kind of a thing. You do have a good tone out of it. It doesn't sound like a traditional neck pickup at any rate. The fact is you get this really unique thing that no other pickup can do, which is to get all this sustain and hold it forever, so that's amazing. I think it's a give and take kind of a deal, right? You're getting all the sustain you could ever want with the harmonics that no other pickup can do, and you're losing a little bit of that traditional tone. Alright, next, features. Well, of course, it's got tons of features. You've got the whammy bar. It sounds so sick. You've got the Sustainiac, which is too cool, and the push-pull pots for both pickups. This thing sounds fantastic. I like the locking tuners. You know, I haven't had a guitar with locking tuners in a very long time, so I'm looking forward to getting back into some of the shred stuff that I used to play when I was younger, and you know, working that into my band's music as well. This thing is amazing. You know, in the back also, you got your two 9-volt ports here because this thing needs the 9-volt for both pickups, which is crazy. Springs access here, I already actually dialed that in a little bit for my lower tuning, and it was easy and simple, just the way that I remember it being back in my old Ibanez RG days. Alright, next, the design. 5 out of 5 all the way. I picked this guitar because it's that classic telly kind of a shape, and I've been looking for that for so long out of a 7-string guitar. I'm so glad that I found it with this guitar. It's really beautiful. The satin black's amazing. I was on the fence about getting another just black guitar, but this thing, it looks great. A lot of comfort in the bevel here, in the top part of the body. I like the way that it sits against my chest when I'm sitting down. The craftsmanship as well is phenomenal on this guitar. I'm looking around the binding, I see 0 errors. This thing is flawless. Alright, and last, value. This value I would say is a 5 out of 5. It's selling for about $17.99 online, and I think that's a steal. I have 0 qualms about anything on this guitar. It's stunning, the tuners are great, the locking mechanism is great. I haven't really gotten into the Floyd too much, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's holding tune after my initial adjustment to E flat, and yeah, the sound is just killer. I'm really gonna enjoy playing this guitar for the next while, so Schecter, thank you. Sweetwater, thank you. Chad, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. You can find my band online, vigester.com, Spotify at Vigester, Instagram Vigester, TikTok at Vigester. Thanks for watching.